Good morrow, nerds, and welcome! This week on the LarpHouse, we are going to show you how to make the easiest fantasy dress I have ever made in my life. We made the dress in one evening with no pattern based on a Pinterest tutorial, so we will see how that goes. Minimal sewing machine skill required. But first, some updates. First of all, as many of you may already know, LARPbox has finally launched their Kickstarter. I have backed them as much as I am capable, and I encourage you to check out their page and do the same. They met their goal in just 2 days and are now on the stretch goals, and the rewards look really, really freaking cool. Second of all, we at LarpHouse will be doing our best to attend a game called Panopticorp on December 3rd and 4th, 2016. Panopticorp is a live-streamed Nordic LARP event that runs for 24 hours straight as a fundraiser for the Los Angeles Children's Hospital. The fundraiser is being run through extralife.org. Check the links in our description to donate or find out more about the event. Yeah, so watch me try Nordic LARP for the very first time while sleep-deprived. Third is that we have a new Patreon reward. Yay! During lunch the other week, I made a cover of Lowlands Away, which is a sea shanty from the Assassin's Creed Black Flag soundtrack, I believe. Yes, that is right. And since last month was our best month ever for pledge growth, I want to do something for every single person who backs our page. Even if you can just pledge $1, you will have access to one new cover a month. And if there is enough interest, we may remaster it and release it as an album that patrons can get for free. The very first song that I mentioned a moment ago is free for everyone and will be at the end of this video so that you can listen if you want and see if you like it. And of course, don't forget that if just half of our subscribers pledged anywhere between $1 to $5 a month, we would be able to travel and give LARPs around the world a complete makeover. Meaning that we would bring the game custom costumes, props, weapons, effects, and makeup. All for free. And in the meantime, we have exclusive content and tutorials, and soon giveaways for everyone who pledges $5 more. And I want to give a big thank you to everyone who's already supported us. It makes me really happy. I'm really excited. This could actually be our job to go and make LARPs more amazing. So thank you. So without further ado, here we have the easiest no pattern dress on the planet.
Alright, so first things first, you're going to want to get enough fabric to go up and down a little more than the length of your body. So the length that you want the dress to be total. So from, neckline to past the floor. And you're going to want to set up the fabric so that one side is longer than the other. But I'm just cutting off the total length right now. I'm cutting off the excess. And I just found this fabric at Joann's. I just chose silver because I can't do anything like a freaking normal person. So yeah, and then fold that in half and cut out a tiny neck hole. You can always make it bigger, you can't make it tinier. So I thought I was cutting out a tiny neck hole, ended up being perfect size. And here I'm cutting these slits in this sleeve. I don't really know why they were there, they just looked pretty. And you sew buttons onto it when you're done, so the open and tied together sleeve slits are what I am cutting now on both sides. And because I have it folded in half, it's easy to tell, it's easy to match it. And now for the only measuring you will have to do with actual numbers. So I am like Caitlin taught us in the last video, Sewing 101, the Prince Cape, I am measuring around the biggest part of my boobles. And that ended up being 39 inches, so I just kind of rounded it up to 40. And if you put half that, that's going to be how wide you want the top part of your dress to be. And now I am measuring from where my neckline is to basically my armpit, so I know where the sleeve starts. And you'll see kind of what I mean by that in a minute. So that's 8 inches. So we remember the numbers 8 and 20. So I'm measuring 8 inches down, 20 across from the center line, so 10 on each side, and I am just pinning where that has given me the space for where my armpit is. it's a lot higher up than I thought. Just double check that that is exactly 10 inches out from the center. You know, or a little more is good. Erring on the side of too big is always good. You can make things smaller as much as you want, but you can't really make them bigger. So now I'm drawing a line from the armpit mark to the end, and this is going to be the sleeve. It's going to be one of those beautiful, long, dangly Galadriel sleeves. And I've cut a little bit outside the armpit mark. So now we just kind of are going to pin the edges, like for hemming. These edges are going to be, you know, exposed. So I'm just kind of using a fairly thin, I don't know what that's called, fold over-y, seamy thing. And then I'm giving a little more room when I'm pinning the edges that are going to be on the inside, you know, that actually hold the dress together. About a 1/2 inch seam allowance is what I have done here. So now that's all pinned together. Amazing. And we have our, you know, initial fitting. Super cute. So what I am determining here, after I've like sewn basically everything together, is I'm figuring out, I measured like how long the bottom of the dress needs to be, and I'm folding it in half from the center, and instead of just like a basically mullet dress, I am cutting a half circle for the train, so it's not just like, you know, wearing a paper bag, and then pinning that edge to be hemmed as well. And then you do it, you hem it. It looks amazing. It's beautiful. Like, hopefully. So, the different stitches I used. Up around the neckline, I used a straight stitch. And around these exposed edges here, I used a straight stitch. And, along the sleeves, I also use a straight stitch because those are all kind of open. But right here, for the actual sewing the dress together, I used the wonderful zigzag stitch. And I used a zigzag stitch for the bottom of the dress as well, because I figured that's gonna get a lot more abuse if you're LARPing and running around in the woods. It's gonna need a little stronger of a stitch. And now I'm going to just hot glue these buttons on, and you literally take this trim, or if you want trim, and you just straight stitch it on with a sewing machine, and then you've got, you know, the simplest space glam rock elf dress on the planet.
So that's it for this week, nerds. Thank you for watching. Links to everything we talked about are in the description. And remember, we love you, we cherish you, and if you have any questions, comments, or emotional outbursts, please feel free to message us. We are on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, if you'll excuse us, we are going to go to the Wizarding World to alleviate some election anxiety. So, like us, subscribe to us, fight with us.
You helping? I had a dream the other night. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. My love, she came all dressed in white. Lowlands away. I dreamed my love came
She came to me at my bedside. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John, all dressed in white like some fair bride. Lowlands away, and bravely in her bosom fair. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. Her red, red rose, my love did wear. Lowlands